Welcome back to Trumbull Valley and the Salt of the Earth. I've just been raided by a bunch of folks, so hello. A lot of you are first-time viewers. Mr. Vulture, Flemmo, HMFC. Is that a football club? I don't follow soccer, so I couldn't possibly tell you. Flemmo wants to know, though, will we get more than 3 save slots at any point? That is certainly something we're thinking about. We definitely see the value in adding more save slots to the game. Right now, we have 5 difficulty levels, 5 maps, and 3 save slots. So it feels like we're just not even offering you enough space to test out all of the options at once. So that does sound reasonable. We have not figured out if there's any technical constraints that would stop us from doing that. So I'm very cautious about promising anything like that, but we are taking it very seriously and looking into it. Because a lot of people have asked for that over time. Awesome Twitch Dude wants to know if I get updates about the State of Decay 3 team's progress. Yeah, we're always talking to each other about what's going on in the various teams. We have these, big meetings for the full studio where people, share what they're doing. And a lot of the meetings on these various teams are open so anyone can attend and keep up with what's going on. So I've got, there's definitely a lot of information I'm missing because I'm so focused on State of Decay 2. But I got a rough idea of what they're doing. I'm just not going to tell you about it. Let's see if there's anything else I want to answer here in the chat before I move on. GGFF66U asks if they can join my game. Usually not. Occasionally I'll play co-op with somebody, but usually I get kind of some weird social anxiety about playing co-op with people, and so I kind of hold back on that. I think that I probably should at some point start playing co-op more with folks, so that I can maybe further develop my my experience just as a player, but. For right now, I tend to be very cautious about playing co-op with random people I've just met on the internet.
You mind helping us out real quick?
So this guy
lot of plague zombies around here.
wants me to go help some friends at a Bronto gas station, but right now I'm just going to take everything in his building. Oh, wait, I'm out of space. Luckily, I've got a Vandito outside somewhere. There it is. This guy coming with me? Yep. Right, this guy thinks I'm going to go help his friends, but nope. I'm just going to dump everything into this Vandito. Okay, I've got some space in my inventory. Let's just grab the last couple things that were in this building. Director Cosmic wants to know if I'm ever going to speedrun the game. That's not really a thing that I tend to do in any game, much less my own. And, speedrunning is not sort of the mainline experience for the typical player, and I feel like probably the best thing for me to spend time on usually is going to be trying to have sort of a mainline experience. Another reason why I don't really play with mods or anything like that either is because I really want to be having the same experience that any random player of the game is going to have, so that I can kind of identify what the experience is like and find any problems that that the median player is going to run into. So outlying stuff like uh-oh.
Thanks for finding me.
Sheesh. Another one of these cases where the zombies just didn't spawn. It's driving me crazy. I don't know what causes that. Wait, this guy's name is Dinner? He was supposed to be getting eaten by zombies and his name is Dinner? Awesome. I don't know what else to say about that, except I hope I remember this moment because this would probably make a really good thumbnail for this video. All right,
Red
Estefan.
Talent appreciates your hard work, my friend.
Oh, they gave me a rampart. I don't think I've got any space in my inventory, though. Oh, well. I guess we got to,
Fire in the hole!
throw a firecracker. So we can pick up that rampart. I've got a fair number of, rucksacks on my person, so I guess we'll head home. I see any screamers out here. I'll try to take them out in melee, so I can wrap up another one of these bounties. I think once I finish this Freaks bounty, I'm going to be in a position where the next thing for me to do is kill Plague Hearts in weird ways. And that's going to be a little bit more challenging, and I'm a little bit intimidated by that. Awesome Twitch Dude says, do you ever get burnt out making so many videos per day? A little bit. Yeah, I mean, obviously, the way that I work, I don't make lots of videos each day. I usually pick out a few days where I spend all morning making videos, or in this particular case on Thursday, all afternoon making videos, and then I sort of drip feed the videos out over the course of over the course of the rest of the next week. And so it looks like I'm making videos more often than I am, but actually one reason why I'm kind of challenging myself to shorten the duration of these videos is so that I can get more videos with less time, because it does kind of, you're right to suspect that it could cause some fatigue. Like, I think that, what I'm doing here, playing
What's up, Twinkle Toes?
playing my own game and also playing other people's games live on the air. I mean, I get a lot of benefits from that. I mean, not only does it force me to pay more attention and be more analytical when I'm trying to talk to an audience about what's going on, but it also sort of like provides me with like an extra motivation to try a lot of games from a lot of different genres all over the industry. So it's good for me to do this. And I it's one of those things where it's like, sometimes streaming is just purely fun. Sometimes it's not all that fun. Sometimes it's exhausting, but fulfilling. And something being fulfilling can still make it good and worthwhile, even if it's not always
Another victory.
100% unmitigated fun. Let's drop some stuff in the Bandito here. Oh, no, I didn't mean to send that into the base. Now I gotta go back in the base.
What's good, amigos?
All right, well, what did I just send in here that I wanted? Oh, this. That's right. And I am out of shotgun shells. So let's grab some of my 700 shotgun shells. So yeah, I do get burned out sometimes. And also because I'm so ambitious sometimes with my thumbnails. Oh man, I forgot how many bullets these guns could carry. Sorry, these people could carry in their backpacks now.
Tressie down in Marshall. Remember me? Now that we're neighbors, I have a favor to ask you. Can you swing by?
Another
Sounds like she might
favor.
be working on something important. We should help her out.
Hold
Which
tight,
one is this?
I'm coming.
Data gathering. This
good
is
to
the
hear.
one.
Better be ready for a fight on this one.
Yeah, this is the one at the plane. And I'm pretty sure some screamers show up there. So that might be actually a good opportunity for me to make progress on my freaks killed in melee thing. Wait, is she at her house? Whatever. I'll take the long way into Marshall. Honestly, there isn't a short way from the Tranquility Factory to Marshall. You always kind of have to backtrack a little bit. Unless you want to go straight across the little river gully down here. But I don't want to do that. Ooh! It's my pet Bloater. He's back! I've just decided that all bloaters are the same bloater. Well, even though he betrayed me last time, I do still have, positive memories. Maybe I'll leave him alive this time. It's always a tough decision. Of course, if he was capable of satisfying this freaks killed in melee bounty, I would kill him without a second thought. But I'm gonna leave him alive because he's my friend. I just can't quit you, Bloater. Oh, interesting. Raneth Cord is of the opinion that we need to have actually a tighter area around Tressie, requiring you to stay close to her and stay in danger with her when she's on some of these missions. That's an interesting idea. We try not to be... I mean, there's a lot of things that can go wrong if we have too tight of a mission-critical area. Like, for instance, if you could trigger a phase of the mission
Thanks for coming over.
while you're
Really use your
outside the
help.
critical area, you could end up, like, failing the mission, without even knowing what direction to run to get back. So it's very dangerous to make those mission areas tighter than they are.
I want to recover a sample from one of the ruined plague walls. Can you watch my back? Sounds good. Good. That's good. I've been studying these old plague walls, and I've got a theory I'd like to test.
So,
When the last active wall downtown was
let me let
destroyed,
Tressie talk, and I'll
something happened
answer
to
you.
every wall in the valley. Whatever that effect was, it originated from here in Marshall.
Word.
Now the walls around here are organically inert, nothing going on at all. But it stands to reason that walls further away might have been affected differently. I want to gather some samples from a ruined wall out in the farmlands to see if my theory is correct.
So,
If I'm right,
oh,
this sample could let me better understand the biology of these plague walls.
so Stuff is suggesting that I should try to melee a bloater just to see what happens because they've never tried. I mean, maybe, okay, you know what? I'm going to mark this bloater. Let's remember them. I don't want to do it right before going on this mission because this mission, might require me to be in a little bit better shape. I'm happy to show you what happens. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't even be able to connect with a melee hit until after... Wait, did the bloater just blow up by itself? No, okay, I thought I saw it do that. I don't think I can even get close enough to connect with a melee hit before the bloater explodes. That's my hypothesis. I think they explode the moment they get close enough to you for melee to even be relevant. What was the right way to get to the... let's go to the right around these walls. Excuse me, zombies.
I got a screamer in my sights.
Oh, where? Where's your screamer? Dang it! Tressie. Tempting me with screamers I can't see. Where's this screamer? That drives me crazy. We've actually got an idea card written up for that. That, like, if a character is going to acknowledge a zombie, we need to put it on the map. Like, we can't have there be...
We need to make sure the site is clear before I can gather
a
samples.
warning with no payoff.
You got some mad slaying skills there.
Thank you.
Okay, looks like we're all clear to get started. Now, the plague wall itself isn't dangerous, but if it's biologically active, my work might draw some zed. So, let me know when you're ready for me to start.
Someone look at some crap first.
Are you ready? Good, I appreciate it. I'm gonna start the extraction process. Keep your eyes open. That's gonna slow us down.
Talk to me, Tressie!
I contaminated the first sample. Just keep them off me, okay?
How did I miss that zombie with a freaking shotgun? I am the worst shot. Oh no, Tressie! Man. I wish there was a way to have there be no friendly fire in real life. Like, just be guaranteed, no matter what stupid things you do, you never hurt your friends.
One more sample.
Probably making this worse with all the shotgun fire.
Okay, I've got the samples I need. Wow, that was tense.
You gonna help or what?
Sorry, coming! That was close. Too close. Let's get moving before things get bad again.
We have 2 missions in Trumbull Valley that have that exact exchange where,
I need
like...
to compare these with the samples I collected in
Oh.
downtown Marshall. I'm not sure how long that'll take, but it's not like my social calendar is full of distractions. With any luck, I can find some significant differences and learn more about the biology of these walls.
Yeah, Preston sounds as excited about this as I do. All right, Tressie, you ready to go do some science on a bloater? Let's science up this bloater.
Damn plague zombies. I gotta be careful.
I thought there was going to be a screamer in that group, but I guess I misremember. Or maybe I was just going so wild with my shotgun I killed one without realizing it. Awesome Twitch dude.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this
Oh.
should clear up.
We got a horde incoming.
I don't know if I would say cut, maybe delayed. So let's head back here. All right. Oh, hey, Tressie. I've got a friend that I want to introduce you to.
Not much left of that.
Oh, Tressie! Tressie, this was for science. Don't you have any respect for science? Ah. Very disappointing, Tressie. Very disappointing. All right, well, there you go. Tressie is anti-science, everybody. Director Cosmic was trying to get me to stop because he had an idea. I think he might be a little bit late. Renethcord says that if I had snuck up to the bloater, she would have been much less likely to fire at it. The thing is, I think we are pretty aggressive about having AI companions shoot at bloaters, more so than other characters, than other enemies. Oh yeah, Director Cosmic says I should use. Wait, what do I have here? Oh, it's a sway reduction thing, right? Yeah, you know what? Scent block and not having a follower would probably be a good idea.
Thanks again for your help. I've got a lot to work on here. I realize my little science experiment may not be that exciting, but this is my way of fighting back. The more we learn, the better equipped we are to survive. Take care of yourself, okay? I'll let you know when I have good news to share.
Take care, Essay.
I hate to be that guy, but I gotta ask how that favor's coming along.
Ivan and the Highway Riders. I'm getting tired of people just randomly turning hostile on me. Wait a minute. I got new infestation over here. So let's try to avoid a hostile enclave by helping these people with whatever they need. Oh, they want some ammunition? Do I have ammunition? I might. Screw you! Oh, get off me! No. There we go.
More of those.
Dang it, I backed up against a wall or something. No? Okay, I thought that I was stuck, but I guess not. Maybe I just hit a little slight bump in the road. And thought that I was up against an obstacle. Man, I love it when zombies are charging at you and you're just killing all of them with headshots, one after the other. It's a very, like, well, that was obviously not an example of that, but it's a very sort of flow state you kind of get into that feels really nice. Anyway.
It's clear for now. It won't be long until the muertos wander back in.
Yeah, so that's one infestation down. We are completely exhausted,
Take a
though.
break.
Okay, so let's see. Do we already have ammunition in this vehicle? I'm trying to remember. Oh, actually, whoa, what? All right, sure. Oh. Here's my 10th freak. There we go. Bounty complete. Whew, all right. So, Stuff says, really like that gun. Are you talking about the Sleeper Cell PPK or the Kodiak? Because they're both pretty cool in completely different ways. So yeah, let's head across the bridge. We'll try to... I mean, my character is so completely out of stamina. I mean, all these guys want is some ammo. So maybe it's not too big a deal, but let's see. Do I have anything in the back of this van? I don't. Okay, so I am going to need to go pick up some ammo at home. That's fine, actually. I think I filled up my storage beyond capacity. And I need to get rid of some ammo anyway, so this is probably good. So I'll go get that ammo. And we'll bring it back over here to make these people happy so they don't turn into murderers. And then we'll give Preston a little break. So one thing that people have pointed out to me is that, one of the reasons why it can be annoying that you can't deposit or pick up rucksacks at outposts is the fact that oftentimes when you get a mission like a...
People ask me how we can honor our dead.
Okay, Meredith, hold on.
Sometimes all you
Meredith.
can do is carry on with the mission.
Meredith. Is that it? Okay. Sometimes you get these missions where, somebody wants something from you. And it's really inconvenient to go get that thing by driving all the way home. And what they want most often is rucksacks. So I definitely
Damn, this shit is heavy.
acknowledge the validity of that argument. I don't think, because so many things sort of are built around the way things currently work, I doubt we're going to make that change. Because I've talked about it before, how there's just a lot of other considerations that go into it. It's not as simple as just saying, now you can mess with rucksacks at outposts. It's like, there is a lot more to it. But, that said, that is a pretty valid perspective. And that one particular use case does make a lot of sense as being a case where the current setup is not that friendly to the gameplay that we've, provided.
I'm not one to turn people out, but we really don't have enough space.
What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I was going to go to the storage. Raneth Cord says, what if you could withdraw rucksacks but not deposit them? I think that would just be hard to justify to players. Like, if you can withdraw them, why can't you deposit them? Let's withdraw ammo, and then let's have a look at what are we over on. We got too much ammo, too many materials, and a little bit too much fuel. So ammo is easy. Let's craft some of our rarer ammo types. I really like me some 7.62. How are we doing now on still too much ammo? Well, let's try something else. This costs ammo. Oh, C4 doesn't even cost ammo. What does cost ammo? These box mines cost ammo. They're pretty cheap, and it turns out they're pretty useful against juggernauts. Let's make some of those, and then because we're over on, we need some fuel. Let's make some fuel bombs. How are we doing now? Still over on everything. Okay. I guess if I did some math, I could figure out exactly how overall I was and make reasonable numbers of these things, but no. Why would I do that? Ooh, remote box mines. And, oh, materials. I think, was it storage? Now, where is it that you craft bolts? I don't remember where to craft bolts. Is it here? Oh, it was here. Yeah, crossbow bolts. There we go. Let's just make some bolts. Okay, still over by 4 ammo. So let's make some more remote box mines. There we go. We're good.
Hey there, Trumbull Valley. How's it going? I'm curious about something. Anybody else out there grow up on a farm? Or are you all city folk who needed the end of the world before you put your hands in the dirt?
All right.
It's okay. I don't blame you.
Let's go do this
We
mission.
did the growing. You did the eating. Funny how things change, huh?
All right. So, Demonic is suggesting that, we could just make it possible to withdraw a specific type of rucksack from a specific type of outpost that provides it. Well, at that point, because the requests by enclaves are so random, and they are, if you've ascribed any rhyme or reason to them, you've made it up. They are completely random. what these people ask for. The chances of it being useful, the chances of you happening to have a food outpost near where somebody asked for a food outpost, it's pretty low. And so, yeah, I would feel like it would be unlikely to actually pay off in a useful way if we did it that way. GGFF, I already answered that, and the answer was no, so no.
Sure. Thank you. See you later, man.
Hello, zombies.
Howdy. Come on in.
I'm just gonna search you guys' place for stuff.
Almost garbage.
So I don't remember going on the mission for these guys. So these guys are an enclave that was created for a specific mission at the Savini residence. I recognize her. Like, she's always a character in this enclave, and this is the right house. But I don't remember going on that mission.
Indeed. Gotta recharge.
I don't remember going on that mission with this community. Oh gosh! Oh, wait a minute. This is gonna go very badly. No, 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 no. Much better way for that to go. Yeah, I just realized that Preston was not really equipped with his 0 stamina to be fighting a feral. Now, if he'd gotten out fast, if he'd gotten out of the car fast enough to shoot the feral, that would have been fine. There was no way he was going to make it in melee with the feral. So, I'm glad the feral decided to jump on the car and get squished. That was the best possible outcome. All right, and we're headed back home. Oh, wait, we should make one more stop. We're just gonna run Preston into the ground. The one more stop we should make is, I've got room in my inventory to complete these bounties. So let's go complete those bounties. We'll complete the bounties, and then, yeah, maybe we'll be done with this episode. Hello, friends. Let's just see if I can remember not to fling my van off a cliff on my way to Cash's place. Also, let me turn on my fan here because it's getting hot in my office. It's weird, it just started getting cold and miserable around here for a while, and I forgot that it's still capable of being hot in October. So, we're having a couple of hot days, and suddenly my office is less comfortable than it was before. Awesome Twitch Dude wants to know if I've watched Squid Game yet. Yes, I have. That show was ridiculous, extremely engrossing. And it was interesting reading, actually, about some of the things that were lost in translation. Apparently, and I'm not an expert on this, and so I'm just going from what I read. Apparently, there is a lot of, like...
Hey, neighbors.
Oh, wait.
We could use some extra hands.
Do those same people just ask us for meds? No. Okay, good. Somebody else. They have the same voice. It's the Reba voice, so... Okay, let's make sure that I am not about to get jumped. Anyway, apparently there are things like, if you've got, like, an older friend, who's got, like basically higher status than you, you don't call them by their name directly. You call them, like, an honorific in Korean culture. And so there's a lot of places where in English, characters are calling each other by their names. But if you listen to the dialogue, they're not actually saying each other's names. They're calling them by each other by honorifics, and actually there's moments where, like, one character deeply offends another character by addressing them wrong, and it completely goes off over the American audience's head. And you can still figure out what's going on. It's not a complete mystery, but it is really interesting how how just cultural details like that can sometimes just completely miss you as our media, I love the fact that we're getting media from all over the world, all converging in these these worldwide streaming services, so that somebody can make something brilliant in Korea or in Brazil or in Eastern Europe somewhere, and we can all benefit from it all over the world. But it also is kind of exposing these really interesting, like, fascinating like cultural differences where it's just hard to understand what's going on sometimes, at least to the same degree that a native understander of that culture could. And and it makes me wonder, like, how much of American culture is, imbued in all of these huge big blockbuster movies that go all over the world. Like, how much of that, like, are people from other countries, just because there's so much American media everywhere, like, have they all become, like, more familiar with American culture than Americans are with outside cultures, and everything we're trying to communicate comes across just fine? Or are these sort of, like, are there, like, permanent undercurrents of just these differences that make American media also difficult to understand, and it's just weird that it's, because we make so much of it, it just ends up being so universally present. Oh yeah, Ranithcord suggests that there are definitely shows like, say, Arrested Development that have got a lot of subtext and a lot of just, like, unspoken things that lead to the humor, and you got to wonder how easily that can be translated into another thing. I actually got into I witnessed a Twitter argument that was really obnoxious, where people were getting angry that some folks were watching the dubbed version of Squid Game instead of the subtitled version. I watched the subtitled version. I prefer subtitled versions. I'm not going to get angry at people for watching dubbed versions. I've occasionally watched a dubbed version of something if I wanted to do something else at the same time and I couldn't stare at the screen the entire time. Sometimes I'll listen to dubs. And there are some cases where, like something like Arrested Development, if you don't speak English, I imagine that listening to the English and reading text might make it harder for the subtext to come across than listening to a version that is of the same or similar joke actually performed by talented actors in your own language. I imagine that in some cases a dub might actually be better at bringing across things like that than a subtitled version.
Might we chat for a bit?
Anyway, let's go claim these bounties. Grab the Spaz 12 and the barbed wire bat. So that leaves me with what? Plague Hearts in close combat, Plague Hearts with bladed weapons. Now, we got that one, and then, was there another one? No, that's it. We've just got these two. These are my last two bounties, so I'll grab both of them at once. Right now, obviously, Preston is not going to be my Blade Master who's going to go charging into combat with Plague Hearts. At least not right this second. Maybe with some rest he could pull that off. But I think that maybe what we want to do is put one of my old favorite characters, Merci, to work. Because she is a very experienced close combat fighter. And she was actually one of my first characters from my first communities. I wonder, is it worth it to put her in danger? Because I care about her so much. Is it worth it to put her in danger in order to get this bounty? I'll have to think about that. Oh, interesting. So Ranithcord points out that one thing that was lost in translation in Squid Game was apparently the North Korean character would apparently speak in the North Korean accent, North Korean dialect, to her little brother, but would code switch to South Korean when she was talking to everyone else. And so there's sort of like a closeness implied in the way that she talked to her little brother, sort of a an us against the world sort of feeling that you could get from them speaking a dialect no one else is speaking. That probably just does not come across in other contexts. So I think I'm going to have him use this new, because he earned this shotgun. He deserves it. He's going to use the fancy new shotgun. The bat he's not going to use because he is a blade master. So we'll drop this stuff off.
Nice to see you're still alive, amigo.
Ha! Nice of you to make light of this dire situation we're all in, jerk. That's Jaden, wasn't it? Freaking Jaden.
That's a plague zombie.
Jaden really is just the worst, isn't he? Oh, interesting. I'm actually running low on 22 caliber rounds because I was over-manufacturing everything else. Okay, well, Preston is clearly done. This guy does not need to try to do anything else.
If nothing else, at least this shit show taught us how to appreciate what we've got.
I'm heading to that outpost you saw.
But that place is crawling with plague zombies.
To control this town, we need outposts. And we might as well take out some plague hearts too.
So she's got a mission to take out a plague heart.
But it's all up from here.
Well, that might be a really good topic for our next episode. So, yeah, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can hit that button right there. I'm going to go and try to fight some plague hearts with a close combat weapon with Merci. And that video is going to go right there when it's ready. So go ahead and click on that if you're watching later on YouTube. And we'll keep this party going.